Hey, it's B. I have no idea if I'm actually going to end up uploading this or if this is just going to be me processing, but if I am uploading this and you're listening to this, please check out our channel introduction video before watching any of our other ones. Thank you so much. I am recording this because I am overwhelmed. We are overwhelmed. I don't ever really record myself talking as a way to process stuff, and I'm kind of hoping that maybe if I I'm trying something out here. Today has been a really overwhelming day, and I don't know, I'm just kind of coming to the end of it right now. It's late. I'm tired. I just played Elden Ring for many hours. I played with one of our girlfriends and then with one of our closest friends as well, which was really nice, but I got really frustrated. I hate video games. I don't hate video games, I like video games, but I'm really impatient. But just kind of coming to the end of my night and finding that I'm just like still really overwhelmed, because we had therapy today. And we see two therapists. We see an IFS therapist, an internal family system therapist, and we'll probably make a video about IFS. And then we see a regular psychologist as well. And we had our therapy session with our IFS practitioner today. And it was good. I don't know. Just kind of trying to remind myself that sometimes things have to get weirder before they get better. That's something that Little said today to our friend and, to our therapist as well. It's just being a system just throws new things at me over and over and over again, and it's really overwhelming. Had someone front today that I didn't know could front, which is fine. And then, that person, they're their own system, and one of their system members fronted in their system, but they're in our system, but they're in my system. So it's just like very confusing, and it was really disorienting, and like things are a little bit of a mess inside right now, and that's hard. I think this is going to be one of those rambling videos. I don't think this is going to be like a put together video. I just feel overwhelmed. I know I have to slow down enough to like be present with it all, because in my mind I'm like, I'm gonna keep listening to my podcast, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna eat food, I'm gonna do this, and I just kind of feel this like overwhelming kind of crushing, like, God, that was such a long day, and I'm just having to contend with everything, and there's always so much, not always, but like right now there's so much going on inside, and I don't have specific access to it. I can make some pretty good assumptions, which is like everyone's pretty overwhelmed. Like there's a lot of unprecedented things happening, a lot of people fronting that don't usually front, that aren't allowed to front. Not like allowed as in like we have rules in our system, but like often don't get to due to like kind of the more maladaptive, is that a nice word to use? Kind of things like not things we've chosen, barriers that are in place that we're working on. So people that aren't usually allowed to front have been fronting. It's been a lot. We've been doing a lot of work recently, and it's just been a lot. And it's just like sometimes it just is like so much to just hold everything and to just be like walking around, and not like I'm pretending, but like just functioning in a way that doesn't feel inherently multiple. Just functioning, you know, not having to confront all of the things that are happening for everyone, but then just kind of going one layer deeper and just being present with myself and going, fuck, wow, I can't believe all of this just happened today, like, wow. So yeah, I'm not sure what else I want to say. I'm not sure if anyone will find any of this helpful. I feel like when I've been watching system YouTubers, I like to watch their videos about days they have that are harder. I feel like it's nice to like hear other people talk about struggles they're going through that, like, you know, I see we're doing work, or people that I relate to, that I admire, and like, you know, so I hope it's helpful. Sometimes I want to just take a vacation, and I bet I'll say the same thing again later too. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And so right, we've got 2 girlfriends, and one of our girlfriends has another girlfriend. Polyamorous life. And so our girlfriend's girlfriend doesn't live here, but she's just visiting in town today. And so both our girlfriends are busy right now. We've just talked to our friend. We just played Elden Ring with her friend, which is nice. Little was on the phone with a different friend of ours today. I don't know. Also today is one of the first days we've been alone, and gosh darn it, a long time. Like a week and a half. Just like a full day alone, going to sleep alone, waking up alone, which is fine. We generally like being alone, but it's just feeling a bit hard right now. I'm just kind of trying to settle in and think about what it is I really need right now in this moment. Probably breathing. Wherever you are, if you need to breathe, you can breathe with me. My therapist. I love my therapists so much. They're both amazing. I've got 2 girlfriends. I've got 2 therapists. I've got 2 best friends. I've got... I don't know. I don't have 2 more of other things, but... But something my therapist will say sometimes is if I'm having like a panic attack in session or something, she'll be like, okay, let's take deep breaths together. And I remember her being like, oh, we just regulated together, that's so lovely. And being like, oh, ugh, that's so sweet. So we can regulate together if you like. Oops. Something else I like to do is when I'm having a hard time getting it all figured out, I rub the belly, I rub the brain. We're tired and we need to rest, but also I feel like I need to make sure this space is clean. And things aren't super clean. We're not very clean. We're kind of messy. We're kind of messy, dirty people as far as things go. It's not a bad thing to be in. It could be. It's not in a bad way. Like, we manage okay. But I do want things to be nice. I think one of the issues is that there's just a lot of people around under the surface. Like, it kind of feels like everyone is like occasionally I've gotten the sensation of like trying to check in inside. If I'm checking in inside, whoever's fronting is trying to check in inside, and like everyone inside feels like ducks that are running around screaming, being like, Quack, 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 quack. I don't know what's going on. And that's kind of how inside feels right now, just because like all of the rules of how things are supposed to work are they're kind of breaking down to some extent. Not all the rules, but a lot of the rules. It's just kind of like, oh right, and now me as the perpetual front of the system, I'm going to now try and sit with all of that and function through it. And that's fucking nuts. But I can do it. I can manage it. I can manage it. I can manage it. I can manage it. God. Alright, and something else I wanted to think about is just like, I have so many supports in my life. I am so lucky. You know, I might be having a hard time tonight. I might be like, oh, I'm on my own tonight. But you know what? I have 2 girlfriends. I have 2 therapists. I have therapy tomorrow. I do therapy 3 times a week. Because I'm privileged and also I need it. Like, I have a best friend. I have a best friend who is so good and sweet and nice to me. They're not super available and they're far away, but you know, they're there. And I have a different best friend who's here, who we don't see each other in person right now, but you know, who's super there for me. And I have another close friend who's been so there for me. And I like my roommate. My roommate rocks. I have a great relationship with my dad and my stepmom. I have my relationship with my mother is very complicated, but we love each other a lot, and she is supportive of me, and like I appreciate that. She's not here right now, but I have a beautiful, wonderful, amazing, perfect cat. I'm one of those people that is super annoying about their cats. Mine's perfect. I'm really sorry, she's perfect. Like I have a lot of great stuff in my life. I've got a lot of supports. I have for right now, I have the finances to support myself. I have a lot of coping skills. We've made it this far. We're coming up on our fucking system anniversary. We're coming up on the anniversary of a lot of things. I'm not sure when I will publish this video, or if I will. But if I do, it'll probably be during or after the anniversaries that we are anticipating. Anniversaries of a lot of relationships ending. So things that were definitely traumatic, but not things that were abusive. So it's its own thing. It's not something that I think it's like a traumaversary type thing, but also it's a traumaversary type thing. And that's all like, oh, that's coming up too, huh? And we're on our period, which is stupid and sucks. Sorry, when I say stupid, I don't mean stupid. I mean, people have different feelings about this word. I'm aware of that. Okay. I think I'm feeling a little bit better. If I end up publishing this, thank you so much for listening to my ramblings. This is also reflective of ways that people are feeling inside. It's hard to like communicate the system experience without getting more dissociated in a way that's not good. Sometimes I struggle with that balance between like, I need to communicate with my system and I need to dissociate to communicate with my system type thing. But thank you for watching this, and I hope that this was an enjoyable experience for you in some way. Yeah, I'm going to listen to my fabulous podcast. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to clean in a way that is accessible to my body and my energy levels. That still makes me feel better. And I'm gonna get ready for bed and go the fuck to bed. amazing. Bye. Hi. I don't really know who I am right now, but I just realized that I was around once I was finishing making a different video, and I don't know if I uploaded that one or not, so I don't know if you have that one for context, but I just wanted to say hi also. Yeah, I also wanted to say hi. Maybe it is something I will upload along with the other one, but I just want to talk about how today's been really hard. Today was a really hard day, and sorry, I didn't really have a plan about talking, and it can be really hard to talk, because it's hard when you're fronting to know what to say and what you're thinking, so you kind of just have to go with it, and then that can make it hard to know if you're telling the truth, but you just have to believe yourself, which I think, but the thing is that you should always believe in yourself, and so I feel like it's a good idea to do that. I'm probably a kid because I sound like a kid. I can't really think of who I might be that. Well, I could be little, maybe. I don't really know. Or maybe maybe is also a kid in the system. I don't think I'm maybe either, but I don't really know. But I had a really hard day, and we've had a hard day. And it's stuff that it's like, what are we calling it? Well, maybe I am little. I don't know. Oh, see, it can be so hard to tell sometimes. But I don't know. Today's been really rough, and everything recently has been really hard. And I don't know. I just, it makes me upset. And it's not anybody's fault, and everyone's doing their best, but if we're gonna make videos that are to help us express our feelings, then what I would like to say is that I'm feeling upset, because it's just so hard and so complicated, and people get so upset, and I don't want to be around people that are so upset, and it makes them not as nice, and it makes everyone stressed out. It's not anybody's fault. It's just, you get traumatized, you have problems. It's not anybody's fault, but it is really hard, and people are having a hard time. I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. It'll have to be okay. And the fact that I'm even able to just talk right now, that's something to be proud of. Yeah. But yeah. What else do I want to say? Well, I don't know. I just think that this stuff's been hard, and we have sushi. I'm looking at it. That looks good. Maybe I should eat it. Ooh, sushi. But blah. I'm glad that they got their time to say what they needed to say. It has been a hard day. Accurate. And feels good. Feels good to let people talk about the things they need to talk about. Good night. Hey. I think I switched again. I'm not entirely sure, but I felt like I don't think I'm B. Because the way that I want to talk is different, and the way that I'm feeling here is different. Yeah. I may end up actually uploading these because this is quite interesting. Because let's see, so B made a video, and then some kid made a video, and then as B was watching that kid's video, I started feeling something. Yeah. Also, like, a good video to check out would be, oh yeah, this is starting to feel better the way I'm speaking. A good video to check out would be our video on, what did we call it, same self history, why system members refer to the past or something. That might be a good one to check out if you're curious about like why we talk the way that we talk as a system. I have no clue that's not true. I have some idea who I am. I don't have a name. Yeah, I think I'm like the new guy in the system, or like not like new because I'm pretty sure I was here before. Actually, I know I was here before, or the concept of the front knows that I was here before. But yeah, I'm not really sure what it is I wanted to say, but I thought it would be interesting to get like a perspective from like, I don't know, a few different parts on like, parts is what we call our system members, a few different parts on like one day to like maybe contrast and compare how we talk about stuff or whatever, or like just to like get a sense of like what system life can look like, or what our system life looks like. Yeah, so gosh, the way I'm talking is totally strange. I don't front very often. It's not really something that I've done because the system, or at least B, hasn't felt comfortable having a guy in the system, which I think is fair, probably. I don't know, it's like mostly everyone's trans and stuff. I don't know if I am, but I'm pretty sure I'm a guy, so I don't know. Yeah, and so far we only have 2 guys in our system. That's me and that's him. Him is probably gonna get a new name soon. Yeah. So how was my day? I don't know. I'm not sure how my day was. Stuff's been weird recently. I can go off of feelings. I can talk about feelings, but I'm not really sure about concrete knowledge, you know? Oh gosh, I'm so self-conscious about the way I'm speaking because I feel like I'm talking weird. But like, I don't use this voice very often. Like, physically don't use this voice very often. So like, cut me some slack, you know? Yeah, what is the feelings? We can usually go off of feelings even if we don't have access to that, like, concrete knowledge. So I feel, what do I feel? I feel like I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring. I close my eyes and I just see fighting bad guys in Elden Ring. It's probably in the brain space a lot. Oh no. It's disorienting. I think system life's really disorienting. We're like still in like the infancy of our system's kind of discovery process. Like, oh gosh, am I doing the thing a lot? I remember when B was filming a video, they were like, oh, I said all the time. And that bothered them. Whatever. What was I talking about? Yeah, system life's been a bit weird. System life's a bit weird. Things infancy. Right, yes. Our system is almost 1 year old in its knowledge of itself, and that has been steps and steps and steps of knowledge. Like, that wasn't like, oh, we're system day 1, we're gonna accept ourselves, it's all gonna be great. So, like, I don't know. I think a lot of things are kind of coming around, coming together, and, like, there's just a lot of shit going on. But yeah, like, things recently, like, we have a part of our system that's an introject of our abuser, which is a bummer. It's interesting how I conceptualize it as our abuser. I wonder how I relate to those experiences. Haven't thought about it. Yeah. We have an introject of our abuser in our system. He's working on it. But it's been rough. He's got a lot of stuff going on. He's feeling really triggered. Makes sense. But, but it's been hard, and it's been hard on everyone. It's been bringing a lot up. And then I'm here, and that's, like, weird, I guess. It's like, oh, new person in the system. New discovered, but really, I think y'all forgot about me. Which is fine. I'm chill. It's all chill. But, and then we have Scout fronted today for the first time. Didn't know that was possible. Scout is our security, head of security and residence, I would say. They are all things breakdown, communication breakdown specialist. They don't like doing what they're doing, but you know, doing their best. Yeah, and they're a system also, because I guess that's how life works. So they're dealing with that. They're dealing with that a lot, and so they fronted, and then one of their parts fronted today. And that's kind of this meta experience that's pretty confusing. And B was like, I'm out of here. I literally can't be here. And Little, it's just a whole mess. And so Little put their foot down and were like, I'm fronting now. Get out of my way, everyone. I will function this body. And that's how we were able to end therapy. Is Little was like, I will be the one that talks and stuff. But there was no one around for hours. While everyone was freaking out and Little was having a rough time. Yeah, Little's a kid. Like, they're an age-sliding kid. They're, like, sometimes more of an adult than a kid, but they're a kid as a default, and it's scary to go out on your own sometimes. And they had to go out and go do something, and they did a good job, though. We talked to our friend, it's fine, but, like, it's just been a lot. It's been a lot. It's a lot. All of these things just really overwhelm folks quite a lot. And now I'm fronting, and that's pretty interesting. I haven't been fronting at a time that I wasn't, like, for this long, because the last time I fronted, at least I think if that was me that time, I was really mad. I was really mad. I was complaining about something, and yeah. So it was the first time for me, so that's interesting. Yeah, but it is, as I'm looking, quite late, and I believe B said that we were going to do some stuff. So I shall do that. Well, who the hell am I now? Wow, my voice sounds different. That's a sign. I don't know if I'm B or not, so that's fascinating. My GER? I don't know. How do I feel? This might be a good time for identity-based grounding. Identity-based grounding. Burr, 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 burr. One of our notebooks has identity-based grounding in it. Identity-based grounding. Fuck, it's such a good concept for systems to know. I wonder if it's in this notebook. This journal is from, like, you know, April, May, June of last year. Okay, this is not the one with identity-based grounding in it. I don't sound like B, but also it could be kind of just like blending, because that happens a lot too. Well, maybe we'll talk about it a different time, but so usually if someone is like, oh, I don't know who I am, either they'll be like, doesn't matter, do I need to know who I am? They'll be like, okay, well, you know, what do I like, what don't I like, what do I feel connected to, who do I feel closest with, you know, like, for instance, gosh, what is a topic that that's really contentious between different people inside? The way we feel about dogs, could be one, or what do we feel about, touch, and also how we connected we feel to people can be like a good metric for things. Gosh, I just have no idea who I am. I'm either GER, B, or 20-ish. because those are all versions of the same person, so I feel like I'm in that vicinity of a B. But it's fine for me not to know, because we can also simply exist as multiple. Seem. It's a term that we got from the ring system. It's a great term. But yeah, so who the heck was just fronting? Wow, system life. So exciting, so crazy. And it's getting later and later, and this is what it's like. Ah! Okay. Oh. Did I switch back in again? Oh my god, this is so annoying. See, everyone is so close to the front. It's so weird, and whoever's fronting can't tell, because it's like you're fronting and it's like nothing. It's like you don't know anything that was just happening. Like, I don't know where I just was. That's insane. Okay, well, this mess has got to end. It keeps getting later and later, and it's just ridiculous. So, okay, I'm gonna try and get B to come back. Okay. B, come back. BB, come back. And the thing that I'm gonna try and do in my head is I'm gonna try and talk to them, and then I'm gonna try and switch with them, like physically. Like sometimes we imagine like grabbing arms and then we spin in a circle and try to front like that. Am I here? Am I here? Am I here? Am I here? I think I'm here. It's Switchy Spaghetti, folks. Switchy Spaghetti. Signing off for tonight. Literally, I'm putting away the thing. It's just gonna keep going and going. Hey. I hope you enjoyed watching some dissociative bullshit and our kind of process in this weird day we had. Yeah. My blessings to you. Much love wherever you are. Have yourself a good night. Goodbye.